Hello everyone, I'm Braun Mithra. Welcome back to the first official hunt of Season 2 for Kingdom Death. We've got some things to address. Turns out that the Twilight Sword is not a sword. Keyword is missing off the Twilight Sword. It says it's a sword, but it's not a sword officially as far as keywords go. So the fighting art that Lightning had, which one is it? The Sword Oath fighting art, the one that you need to wound with a sword or deliver the killing blow with a sword to then trigger the strain to then get the sword fighting art. Means I didn't do it because the Twilight Sword is not a sword. And I don't think it was ever intended to be a sword. Mainly because it has its own weapon proficiency, the Twilight Sword proficiency. It's not sword proficiency. Even though sword proficiency is not that great, I guess it would feel that if you stack them together, or if you had some way of giving sword proficiency or sword specialization, sword proficiency to a Twilight Sword user, they might be too good. So making Twilight Sword a sword isn't a good idea, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. So Twilight Sword's not a sword. It raises a whole bunch of other interesting questions when you think about it, because since Twilight Sword proficiency, when you master it, you leave the settlement, but in Twilight training, that doesn't happen, so you can become a master of the Twilight Sword, not leave the settlement, but normally you would leave the settlement when you became a master, but you could just switch proficiencies before that happened, so it would never happen. Plus, taking a Sword Oath is kind of what Twilight's, like the Knights, the Order, Twilight Order, it's what the Knights do. They use their weapons, their Twilight weapons. They take an oath to them. So it's just all kinds of weird things. It raises all kinds of weird questions. But that's what it is. So she's not going to have the Twilight Sword proficiency, or she's not going to have the Sword Oath. She's just going to have to keep her Twilight Sword proficiency. She's not going to have the... Someone else is going to have to try maybe to get a sword for me to unlock this. Also means we don't have Acid Rain on the next Lantern Year. So it brings the question as to, do I still want to try to unlock the Strain Fighting Art? Which I do. So I'm going to have to try to get a sword proficiency person. So I had extra resources left over from last episode. I'm not going to spend them. I'm just going to leave it the way they are to make the Cat Eye Circlet and to make a bow. And then we'll take the dagger out like we thought, because I am going to use a dagger master. That's what I'm going to use different... The intent is still to use different things for this season. Last season, I tried to get Excalibur, but I stopped because I just wasn't going to have a sword user. And I didn't want to keep including that basic hunt event without me actually doing it to get the Excalibur to trigger the White Speaker Sword Hunter event, story event. But I'm going to try to do it this time. So that means I'm going to try to get sword proficiency on someone. So I'm thinking I'm going to go daggers, sword proficiency, fist and tooth, and then maybe something else. I don't know, because I'll have a bow, because it's just good to have a bow. Just, not just because bows are really good in this game, but also because it's nice to be able to trigger things like, like the... Smart Cat, or I forget, whatever one it is. There's things that are nice to trigger at range. And unless I take bone darts or something, which I could have made, but I didn't want to, but I'd rather just get the bow rather than make bone darts slow myself down in case I don't get another great cat bone. I'd rather just have the bow because I have it now. So I skipped on the bone darts, but that's my way of dealing with things like that. Things that you want to trigger at range. Since I'm not going to have a spear proficiency this season, I need something, so... But now it's going to be dagger, sword, and that'll be it. So, with a sword proficient person, it means I can attempt to go for Excalibur as opposed to last season when I gave up on it, because if you draw that hunt event card and you don't do it, it's just like a free pass. So since I wasn't going to try for it anymore, I felt like leaving it in the basic hunt event was kind of like cheating, because it was just a free space basically. Because I would just not try to pull the sword. So that's why I stopped. So I'm going to go for that again this season. It also means if I'm going to have a sword proficient person, I'll probably want to include Gorm. So I'm going to do Sunstalker and Gorm, because if I'm going to go sword, I might as well try to get the black sword. So that's the changes. Hopefully it makes sense. So again, the fighting art strain is not unlocked, goes back into available strains. We're going to try to unlock it by getting Excalibur, because then you need to find a sword in the showdown or on the hunt and then use it that showdown to deliver the final blow. You can't bring a sword with you and deliver the final blow to unlock the strain. You need to find it in the hunt or on the showdown. And then I just want to unlock it. I know getting the black sword wouldn't help towards this proficiency. I just want to get the strain to get it unlocked. So that's the correction. Let's go to the hunt. Here we are, set up for the hunt. Look at how close he is. Oh, I love it. I only have 3 spaces here, 2 of which are going to be White Lion hunt events. Then there's going to be one random hunt event. So, in theory, Lightning should never have to do any of these things and will risk not dying. So, let's hope we can get there with only the 3 people. So, we are sending out, this time, we have Lightning, of course, who's going to have to go out every single time. She's got just her Twilight Sword. Now, she has the specialization, as you can see here. Because of the campaign, she started with 3 ranks, and then the prologue gave her 1 hunt experience and 1 proficiency rank. Since she already had 3, she already had the proficiency. She was eligible to earn a proficiency point. So she ignores Cumbersome on the Twilight Sword, and now, because she's rank 4, when attacking with the Twilight Sword, ignores Slow and gain +2 speed. So her Twilight Sword is now 3 speed with a 5. Again, this is just the sword. What I'm saying right now is the sword, not her when she attacks with it. But for her, the Twilight Sword is a 3 speed, a 5 accuracy with a 9 strength. And you calculate the accuracy because it's 9 minus her proficiency. Now remember, Lightning has a broken arm, so she's got a permanent -1 accuracy, -1 strength. So for her, the Twilight Sword is a 3 speed, 6 accuracy, 8 strength. Still plenty for a level 1 White Lion. So, next we have new person, who is Cyrus. He is going to have the Bone Dagger and the Rawhide Headband and the Rawhide Vest. Now, he has no hunt experience. No one can choose weapon proficiencies or whatever. So, he's just using the Bone Dagger to connect to the red here and then give him the +1 evasion bonus. So he'll basically be tanking for right now. That's that. We're bringing back Yisa and Bill. Again, not much of anything to say here. Basic, just nothing. Just basic survivors, because we only our first hunt. They'll start to individual themselves out once we get some age up, something to distinguish themselves. So, hopefully, Lightning, Yisa, and Bill survive, so they can level up reach age 1, and Cyrus will tank, because he's gaining the evasion bonus from the Rawhide Vest. So, that's that. We can start the hunt, and we will start with Yisa. Oh, well, Yisa has the +1 strength she got from critting the White Lion's hand. So, here we go. Sea of Golden Grass. Fields of golden grass lay ahead. The event revealer may choose to avoid the plains and roll twice on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board. Otherwise, each survivor gains +1 courage and the event revealer rolls on the table. So, we can get ambushed, we can get lost, or we can start the showdown. So we're going to do that to get the +1 courage. So everyone will gain +1 courage. So Lightning gains 1 courage, Cyrus gains 1 courage, Yisa gains 1 courage, and Bill gains 1 courage. Alright, now let's roll. Okay, a 10. Pick up the trail. Choose to move the white lion 1 space forward or backwards on the hunt event board. Forward, obviously. We don't want to do any kind of hunt, basic random hunt events. Okay, that was good. I thought I was going to start the showdown. It's actually good that it didn't, because I like the hunt events for the lion. So, that was Yisa. Let's go with Bill now. And we've got marked territory. The white lion has marked this area. If any survivors have 3 understanding, they realize the area is covered in ammonia. Not innovated yet, the survivor's settlement gains ammonia innovation. So we don't have 3 understanding, so we'll just go ahead and roll on the random hunt event board. Not the best outcome. 63. 63 is feet. So this is like the perfect time to roll this. It's a terrible hunt event, but this is perfect. The stone faces ahead are replaced by an expanse of stone feet sprouting from the ground. The survivors walk soul to soul with their feet, or with the feet. If any survivor is insane, they are convinced they have reached the underside of the world. They clutch the ground for dear life, terrified of falling off. The raucous terror slows the survivors and attracts unwanted attention. Roll once on the hunt event board for each insane survivor before moving on the hunt board. Any of these rolls result in feat, ignore the re-roll. If all survivors are insane, which they are not, so that's not going to happen. Okay, so we're not doing that. We're just rolling once because Lightning is insane. She has 3 insanity, so we will only roll once. And here we go. 79. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is uncanny. Okay, Dying Small Prospector. This is uncanny. If your settlement already has a portcullis key, the prospector is gone. Roll again on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board. The survivors discover a body slumped against a large stone face. Moving closer, they find a small dying prospector riddled with arrows. As they approach, he growls a warning, threatening them with a huge stone shard. When he sees that they are not evil monsters, still monsters, just not evil, he calms down and gives them a key. With his dying breath, he says, this is the key to the portcullis. Without it, you will never get through. Record the portcullis key in the settlement record sheet notes. If the settlement has graves, the event revealer builds a small monument of broken stone noses and gains +1 understanding. I do not have graves. I could have let someone die, but, you know, the only person who appeared that maybe would have died in that prologue would have been Lightning, and that would have ended the campaign. So, that's crazy that I just got the portcullis key literally on the very first random hunt event. Oh, no, I guess I rolled feet, then re-rolled. That's crazy. Okay, so we have a portcullis key now. I've never gotten the Perfect Crucible in 6. This will be my 7th game. So in 6 complete games, I have never completed the Perfect Crucible. So Now all we need to do is just roll the portcullis. It's so crazy because I was just talking about all this sword nonsense, and if you look at the artwork for Sword Oath, right? She's using a grand sword, or a great weapon, right? She's using a great weapon on the Sword Oath, so you're like, well, great weapons aren't swords either, so the artwork's messed up. Well, no, there is one great weapon that is a sword, even though the Dragon Slayer is also a sword, and there are other, Zimbato clearly looks like a sword. There's literally only one sword that's only one way that artwork could be created, and that's if she's using the Perfect Slayer. So the Perfect Slayer is a sword and a great weapon. It's just crazy that this came up when I was just talking about all this sword nonsense, nomenclature. Nomenclature confusion leading to mass hysteria. Okay, so that we'll just move lightning to the White Lion. Either way, so the best chance I've ever gotten to get the perfect Crucible, statistically wise, I've gotten the portcullis key before, but it's always been like the Lancing Your 20s. Statistically, this is the best time I've ever had it, and it happens to be in a campaign where if I roll badly, I could just end the whole campaign with lightning. So, could yet result in me never getting the portcullis, or never getting the perfect Crucible. So, let's start the showdown, and we will draw... You know what? I did not draw terrain. Let me just quickly see. I know it's... What is it? 2 grass. I got to withdraw 2... What is it? 1 random... Or 1 tall grass. I got to remove it out of the deck. Okay. And 2 random. So, here we go. Get the random ones going. Man, that's just, so we got toppled pillar and acanthus plants. I'm not going to explain these because I'll explain them if they come up. So, let's set up the showdown. I zoomed the camera out a little bit more, just so over here, there'll be the, the stats. That's it. And I've got my second camera. Move that around a little bit more. So there should be 2 better angles. Because I know last time the camera I had over here a little bit more on the board, but you couldn't see the deck and stuff. So now there will be the 2 angles of where I draw from and whatever. And so there's a zoomed out a little bit more. And the second camera. So just let me know how it looks. As I said, I just want to try to make Season 2 feel as different as possible. So, here we are, all set up. We've got the grass and everything. We're starting with Cyrus, who's right here, who's going to be in the grass. And again, field of view. Everyone else is out of it, because it's... So no one else is starting in field of view or in facing of the monster. So hopefully I can get him just to target just Cyrus. I know normally I don't explain all these things, and I play Season 1. I played a little bit more reckless, but I have to be very, very specific. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I talk through all my points I make to make sure the lightning can't be its target. I know that's going to be a little more gamey than I normally do things, but if she dies, remember, we lose. That's it. It's the entirety of the entire campaign is just over and done. So I'm always going to set her up in very gamey positions that very much benefit me. And the lion does a lot of closest threat facing. He does a lot of like jumping backwards, a lot of running forward and grabbing, and turning away. He does a lot of directly away, and a lot of knockdown targeting. And what's the other one? There's one more that he does. Oh, priority target. He dishes out priority target quite a bit. So, main thing we're looking for to fight a lion, and if you really want to save a survivor, don't stand in front of it. Don't stand directly behind it, because it might jump back. Don't be knocked down when it starts its turn, because it might target grabbed people. Or it dishes out priority target a lot on reactions. So have ways That if, like, so for example, to deal with that, I won't have lightning attack last, ever, in a round. Just in case she gets priority target. Maybe then I could do something with someone else to try to trigger priority target. Now, I don't have a Cat Eye Circlet, so that's not really an option now, because I won't be able to check other reactions. But things like that. So, a lot more gamey. Hopefully, it doesn't sound like... I have to play a little more meta. So, with that said, I'm going to make sure he's in the grass, because armor is pitiful. So he's going to get a +3 evasion boost. Let's hope we get something where he does closest facing threat in range, which is pretty common. So, let's go with White Lion first. We're fighting a level 1 White Lion. You can see here, level 1, it's going to have 7 basic, 3 advanced. He's got a movement of 6, toughness of 8. So he will take 11 hits to knock down, and he's got 11 life with a toughness of 8. So 11 hits, 10 cards, plus basic action, 11 HP. Now, let's get started drawing the AI card. Okay, yeah, of course. So it was good. Closest threat facing in range. Again, I think this happened in the prologue too. They're not in facing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to come here, get himself in the grass, target Cyrus, who's got a 3 evasion. So it's going to move an attack with a speed 1, accuracy 2+. But again, Cyrus has 3 evasion right now. He's also got 1 survival, because being named gave him a survival. So, I actually forgot to write down the ending of survival for Yisa and Bill. So as far as my records show right now, they don't have any survival. And I forgot to check the episode back before I started this. So, that might hurt me. I'll have to look back, but as far as I know, they have 0 survival, so I'm going to play it that way. Lightning also has 1 survival. So, 3 evasion, because he's attacking in the grass. You get a +2 evasion boost, just for being in the grass. So that means it's going to be a 1 speed, 5 to hit with 1 damage, and we'll see if we get damage. That is a 2. That is not a hit. So, that is a miss. This does not trigger, because it was after hit, and it did not hit. So, go ahead, discard that card. Now it is the survivor's turn. We will go ahead and first things first, we'll go ahead and move with Bill. And first we're going to do the acanthus plant. And then I'm just going to do, just so I have the card here, Yisa's also going to do the acanthus plant. As you can see, they're both there. So they're both doing it, but this is technically Bill's turn. And then Yisa will go right after him, because they can't make it to the lion. So here we go. With Bill first, it's going to be a 8, which he's going to gain Fresh Acanthus Strange Resource. And now for Yisa, a 4, nothing happens for her. Okay, so that's the end of the Fresh Acanthus. So Bill did get 1 Fresh Acanthus. I'll put that on his sheet here. And now we'll just go ahead and move them both. Yisa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get her in the grass here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get Bill to here. Go ahead and move Lightning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get her to here. And then now it is Cyrus's turn, who does have the Bone Dagger. We will go ahead and attack with the Bone Dagger, which is a 3 speed, a 7+ accuracy, and a 1 strength. So 3 speed, 7+ accuracy. We're looking for a perfect hit so we can get Cyrus some more survival, because we do have a 2 survival limit and he only has 1. So let's hope for perfect hits. No perfect hits. I think that's actually going to be 2 hits though. Yep, that's 2 hits. None of which are perfect. We'll draw 1, 2. Okay. So first we have the failure. Well, they both are going to have failure reactions. But the monster roars triumphantly. Roll 1d10 on a 4+. The attacker suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. Okay, form basic action. Target the attacker. So let's do this one first and hope we don't fail. So the Bone Dagger has 1 strength, meaning we wound on a 7+. Not very likely. But we did do it. So that is a wound. It's not a critical, but it is a wound. Okay. That's 1 wound. Next, again, same exact thing. We're going to need a 7+. That is a critical. Wow! This is going very well. Now I'll die. So cancel the reaction. Okay. So this is not a persistent injury. The torn muscle causes agonizing pain. Discard 1 mood currently in play. The White Lion is knocked down. While a monster is knocked down, all reactions are canceled, and all hits succeed on a 3+. So the White Lion is knocked down. That does another wound. I do have Inner Lantern. We did get Inner Lantern. I could Surge, but I think I'm going to need the evasion, or the dodge, I mean. So I don't want to spend the survival to attack again. I don't have dash or anything. So, yeah. I don't have dash. Would have been nice to get dash. I could have gotten in there with some other people. But that's fine. Fine enough. So that will end the survivor's turn. Now, as you can see, still no one's in facing. He's not knocked down. The monster stands because the monster stands whenever you would draw an AI card, the monster stands. So, and it's the start of the monster turn anyway, but... so start of the monster turn. Monster stands now. Draw the next AI card. Oh, now it's a mood. Oh, this is such a bad mood. This is the thing that was killing me in the prologue. When this comes into play, draw another AI. While enraged is in play, the White Lion gains +1 damage token, so it's going to get a damage token. Whenever a survivor suffers a dismembered severe injury. This is the thing that made the prologue so bad right away. This is not good. Alright, so I'll have to remember he's enraged, so I'm going to put that kind of... I'm going to put that kind of over here, I guess. Let's draw another AI card. So now he's enraged. Everything's going to have +1 damage. This is not good. Closest survivor with the most bleed tokens. Okay, so this would have eliminated facing because the most, everybody has 0, so everybody technically has the most. So I could target anybody, but we're going to go ahead and continue to target the tank. Or, well, Cyrus. Since he's got +1 evasion, he's considered our tank. So that's going to go ahead and... a lost hand. That was a tricep thing. Oh well. Okay, so this is actually going to be a damage 3 with an after damage. Oh, man. So it's going to be a speed 2. Accuracy, whoops. Accuracy, again, is a 5 because Cyrus has +3 evasion. 1 from the affinities on the Rawhide Vest, and 2 for being in the tall grass, so that gives him 3. So it's 2 speed, 5+. That's 1. So it's going to be damage 3, but we're going to go ahead and dodge that. So I'm going to spend Cyrus' survival. Going to go ahead and spend that, because this would have given a whole bunch of bleeds, right? Yeah, he would have lost his survival anyway, so... nothing happens. So we're going to spend the survival, so I would have lost it anyway had I decided not to dodge it. So, there we go. Spending survival to dodge. So nothing happens. Don't trigger the... That's that. Now, we're going to go with lightning now. Just in case something happens. And like I said, I could try to get priority target off of her. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to get her in the grass here, which is perfect. She's going to do quite a bit here. So remember, her Twilight Sword is a speed 3 now. Because of the Twilight Sword proficiency, we ignore slow on it, and it gains +2 speed, making it a 3. Her accuracy is 9 minus her 4 Twilight Sword proficiency, which is a 5+, but she has broken arm, so it's going to be a 6 accuracy. So, then it's going to be an 8 strength because of the -1 strength. So, 3 speed, 6 accuracy, go lightning. That is 3 hits. It's really good. Really good. Because these are almost automatic wounds. Hia, hia, and hia. Well, that's a good thing I said almost. Alright, so we've got an impervious. We're just going to go ahead and start with that. Alright. Impervious hit locations cannot be wounded. A wound or a critical wound will not remove an AI or defeat the monster. So, let's go for this main. Wouldn't that be great? So pretty much need a 10. 5. Nothing happens. Okay. Let's look at these two. A failure is only on a 1 for her. She's got an 8 strength. He's got a toughness of 8. Because the Twilight Sword has 9 strength. She's got -1 from the broken arm. So, she still has 8 strength. So, a 1 is the only way we fail. So, the White Lion jumps back. Without turning, move the monster 1 space directly away from the attacker. Cancel all unresolved hits. So, we definitely don't want that to happen first. This one would also cause to full move the monster forward. So let's just hope we don't roll 1s. Either way, this stuff's going to be canceled. So let's go ahead and do this one first, actually, because if it happens, he doesn't at least run forward. Nothing I can do to try to get more hits or to actually get a wound. So here we go. That's a critical. Okay. The force of the blow damages the White Lion's ear. It is now partially deaf. The White Lion gains -1 accuracy. Oh, that's really good. That's also a wound. So it's 1 wound for lightning. Now, normally I do this so I don't forget. I'm going to fill in her Twilight Sword proficiency. She did earn it if she survives. But I have to remember not to add it in. So I just have to remember that she's still only at 4 right now. But she is eligible for a proficiency. She did get it. Okay. So that did the wound. He's got -1 accuracy, which is really good. We have a -1 accuracy. Perfect. Okay. Next. We got this one here. So, anything but a 1. That's still a wound, not a failure. It's a wound. Alright, now, Lightning's going to go ahead and surge. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm going to go ahead and surge. How much? No, I'm not going to surge. He still has quite a bit of life left. So he's got 3 left in the deck, 4, 5. He still has 6 hits left. I couldn't kill him, so I'm not going to surge. I'd rather her keep her survival. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and attack with Cyrus. Well, no. So the reason why I'm thinking about attacking with him, because I could get the survival if I got a perfect hit. And it would be nice because he doesn't have any survival since I had to dodge last time, rather than him have to deal with the reactions from these two, from Bill and Yisa attacking. I'd rather him have a survival. So I think I'll attack with with Cyrus now. So Bone Dagger is a 3 speed, 7+ accuracy. No perfect hits, but that's a 9. So that is a hit. Guess I can't complain. Okay. Cats hate this. The beast's flank. The monster is very upset. Attacker gains the priority target token. Well, I guess that's not bad. I did want him to get attacked anyway. So, all right. So, unlikely to wound, but it is possible. It's a 7 to wound. It's not a 7 at all. It's a 1. So that's a failure. Nothing happens. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3 with Yisa now. She's going to do Fist and Tooth. She's got herself 2 speed, 8+ accuracy. She's in the blind spot, so it's going to be a 7+ accuracy. That's a 1 hit with Fist and Tooth. Yeah. Beast Brow. Okay. So this would be on a wound. She has 1 strength. Fist and Tooth has no strength. So she'll be hitting or wounding on a 7. It's not a wound. She would have crit on a 9, but it's not a wound. Okay, that's a nothing. Let's go with Bill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can also get to the blind spot. 2 speed, 7+ accuracy. 1 hit. Oh no, this is on a failure. Oh no, that's probably going to happen. Come on, Bill, don't let me down. You need a 7 to wound. No, 8 to wound. Or a 9 to crit. 8 to wound, 9 to crit. That's a 9 to crit. That's amazing. The White Lion vomits all over you. It feels awesome. Gain 1 random basic resource and 3 insanity. And 1 wound, of course. So 1 wound. 3 insanity. Awesome. And a basic resource. Let's go ahead and get that basic resource. Broken Lantern. Not the best. Well, I guess it thins the deck out a little bit. Okay. That's the end of the monsters, or the survivor's turn. Now it's the monster's turn. Top AI card. Power SWAT. We got closest threat. Facing. In range. Now, you can see no one's in facing. Everyone's behind. Blind spot's not even threat. Not facing. Because you can see she's from the side. So again, closest threat facing is going to be Cyrus again. So this is going to be a 1 speed, 5+ accuracy, 3 damage. Okay, 5+ accuracy, 3 damage. That's a hit. Okay, so that's going to be 3 damage. Let's check the after damage. Knockback 6. Target is moved 6 spaces in a straight line directly away from the monster. So, directly away, 6 spaces in a straight line. Okay. Let's resolve the damage first. Maybe we don't have to worry about it. 3 damage to the feet. Okay. It's going to be a severe injury. Alright. 3 legs. Severe injury. Here we go. Oh, it's a 10. Awesome. Severe injury, legs, 10. Lost balance. The blow sends you sprawling. You are knocked down. Well, you're also going to go back a whole bunch. So, directly away. Here we go. This is not... So, going back here is not directly away because it's going to hit the wall and then slide along it. So, it's going to put him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which put him here, which turns out 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it puts him 7 spaces away. Or we can go directly this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put him here. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces away. So going anywhere this way is not directly away because he'll be closer. So has to go either back in this way to end here or just directly that way in a straight line to end there. So he's going to go that way. He's not going to go back into the board edge and stop movement. So he's going to go that way and get knocked down. Now he's knocked down. I don't have fist and tooth proficiency, so he's knocked down for this whole round. That is it. It's a heavy injury to the feet for Cyrus. Heavy injury to the legs. And that is that. It's the end of the monster's turn. Alright, now let's start. When a survivor suffers any dismembered severe injuries, that did not happen. Or is killed. Again, did not happen, so that was the 3. Alright, let's get a new person in front of the monster. So, can it be Bill? I could get Bill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get Yisa in front, but she wouldn't be in the grass. For me to get Bill in front, I would have to attack now with lightning and then run away. Which sounds fine. I'll do that. So I'll attack now with lightning. Alright, lightning. So, Twilight Sword. 3 speed. Accuracy is a 5+. She's got -1 accuracy. So it's accuracy 6+, 3 speed. It's 2 hits. Okay. We'll obviously do this beast heal first because it's got no reactions. As long as I don't roll a 1, that's a crit. Your precise attack ruins the monster's straining tendon. The white lion is knocked down. Persistent injury, ruptured tendon. When the light lion starts its movement, roll 1d10. A result of 1, the white lion is knocked down. Alright, so this is a persistent injury. That deals 1 damage. Now I have to shuffle the AI deck. There's only 4 hits left. I could surge with lightning and end it. Could surge with lightning and end it. Okay, so all reactions are now canceled because the thing's knocked down. So I'll probably end up surging with lightning and ending this. Assuming she doesn't roll a 1 here. So anything but a 1. Oh my god. Alright, so the reaction's canceled. That was good. Would have triggered. So he has 4 hits left. If I surge with her, it's very likely she's going to kill it if I surge with her. But let's attack with... No, it's got 4 hits left because I missed. I can't kill it. So yeah, let's attack with Yisa. So, Fist and Tooth. 2 speed. Accuracy 3+ because it's knocked down. So, everything hits on a 3+. That's 2 hits. 1, 2. Everything is canceled because it's knocked down. Let's go ahead and we'll go this one first. It's going to be, she's got 1 strength, so it's going to be a 7+. That's a 7, so that's a wound. There we go. She wounds. That's this one. Now this one, 7+. It's not. It's a 6. Yeah, what the hell. Let's surge with lightning. Taste up her survival. 3 speed. Accuracy 3+. So everything hits on a 3+ now. That's 3 hits. Yeah. Okay. Trap's got to be in there somewhere. But, here we go. Anything but a 1. Okay. Anything but a 1. Oh my gosh, a 1. Well, okay, this was done. So that's a 1. It's a fail. Oh, anything but a 1. A 7. Okay, so she wounds twice. Okay, she wounded twice. He's down to 1 thing left. Alright, Bill, your attack. 2 speed, 8 plus. Oh no, 3 plus. 2 speed, 3 plus. Okay, that's 2 hits. Just don't beat the trap. Ha. Ha. Okay. Not the trap. Okay. 8. 8 plus to wound for Bill. That's an 8. Good. He did it. Good job. He killed it. And that will kill this. That's the final wound. Woo! Very, very good. That's the end of the White Lion. So, now, the proficiency. Now we do gain the proficiency. Everybody gains hunt experience. Lightning goes to level 2. Cyrus gains experience. Yisa goes to age 1. I mean, everyone's at age 1. So Bill, Yisa, and Lightning, all age 1. We got the Catarium. And let me just look at what else. I'm pretty sure it's 4 and 4. But I'll double check. Yellow. It is White Lion level 1. It's 4 and 4. We'll quickly draw the 4 and 4. White Lion resource, here we go. Curious Hand, Great Cat Bone, and whatever that one is. Great Cat Bone. Alright, well I could have used the Great Cat Bone, it turns out. Wouldn't have been a hindrance at all. I need some hide. Let's get some hide now. I was hoping for Shimmering Mane, but you know, what can you do? Let's get some hide. Hide. Well, yeah. 2 hides good. Oh, that's only 3. 1 more. I was thinking the stupid Broken Lantern, but Broken Lantern was from a critical. Bone. So we got quite a bit of bone. 2 hide. We got 5 bone and 3 hide. Whatever. That's it. I'm just happy to have killed the White Lion. And we got 1 piece of scrap. So, perfect. Awesome. That went very well. Alright. So, that'll be the end of this showdown. And I will see everyone in the settlement event. Thank you so much for watching. It's so very humbling. I'll do my 2 or 3 age-ups. Yeah, 3 age-ups for Lightning, Yisa, and Bill. We'll do those in the settlement event. So, looking forward to it. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next Lantern Year.